Hello everybody, this is James. Welcome to this series. So this series, I would like to do some interviews with my international students. Like this one beside me, he is not current one, he already graduated from my college. He's now in UFM now. So I would like to ask them some questions to let you know what an international student, their life look like, their academic class look like in Canada. And then what's the challenge, what's the beautiful part of their Canadian life. So, okay, first of all, please, what's your name?
Hi guys, well, my name is Tilina Chandrulal. I am from Dubai, but my ethnicity is Sri Lankan. So,
Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I'm from Sri Lanka. And yeah, well, I'm an international student here. I came on the 2022 fall season, which is September, and I joined ICM, and my journey has gone through from there, and I'm pursuing computer science and engineering in the University of Manitoba.
Nice. So why Canada?
Well, it's very diverse. You know, Canada, I feel like has lots of opportunities for international students. It gives you a vast sector for mainly job categories and future plans for living in Canada, you know.
So your plan is staying in Canada in the future?
Yeah, well, like it has given me lots of opportunities. Like I said, the job market is vastly open for many international students. It's given you from different health sectors to IT to construction. So it's an open area and it's an open world compared to my back home and Dubai.
So before you came to Canada, your plan was immigrate eventually?
Yeah.
Okay, so you thought about that?
I did think about it because like the current situations in back home, they aren't feasible for me to stay because our economy in Sri Lanka is not too good. So that's why, but since I'm a resident in Dubai too, my family is from there. But I just wanted to discover and see a new place for myself and my future.
Okay, I've never been to Dubai, but I heard Dubai is very hot. It's like desert, right?
It is. Like I'm surprised I'm still surviving here because it's literally the opposite. Like Dubai is plus 50, and then over here it's minus 40, minus 50. Yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your first impression about Canada?
Well, like I said, the weather was one big thing that I found out. And the other impression was, I could say, maybe the environment, how people are here. They're totally different to what I meet. So I meet a lot of international people. Yeah. I have lots of different cultures, lots of different environments. You know, meeting new people is one big thing that I enjoy in Canada.
I thought Dubai also very international, right?
It is international, but like I did go to an international high school, but the population was a bit diverse to mainly other cultures like Indian, and most of it was Asians, like Indian, Pakistan, Bangladesh.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just most of Asian culture. But when I came over here, I actually found out that there's much more than just Asia. There's Canada, there's white people, there's our indigenous community. Then there's our Chinese, Vietnamese. It's a mixed diverse. Exactly. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I always tell my students that Canada is not a white country, right?
Exactly.
It's very mixed. We're all living here happily together.
True.
Okay, so you feel, Canada is cold. So that was the first
touch that I felt.
Was that bad or very bad?
In a way it's not, because I like the cold. I feel like that because, you know, even during minus 40, I literally sometimes open my window and I sleep because I like the feel of cold and the fresh air, because one thing that I found out is the warm air doesn't help me sleep. So I like the cold air and I like the cold vibe because it gives you a fresh breeze of air and the climate.
Cool. So except the weather, what else was surprised you?
I think the discipline. Like, I really love how the Canadian system is. Like, I don't see a huge change in Dubai because I just went back this summer and I was surprised to see people in Dubai and comparing people in Canada. Like Canada, they have a specific rule. They have a discipline in the road, in an area, in a place which I found really helpful for me because I learned something new and I can show that back home to my people. So that's something that I found out was really interesting in Canada.
Do you like it or no? Or
I do actually. Like, I like it because that discipline shows another person who you actually are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas like in back home and in Dubai, people just talk. They don't have any filter. You know, they just come up to you, they greet you and stuff like that. But in Canada, the first time when I walked in to come to uni to get into the bus, as soon as I tapped my card to get in, the bus driver greeted me, which I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Because I don't get greeted by a random person all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And the same thing too, like when I was shopping in Walmart or Costco, like people approach me, people who work there, they approach me and they'll be like, hi, how are you doing today? Are you finding everything okay?
Yeah, okay.
Which is something that I found really surprising because back home you'll have to chase someone to get a help.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
that's customer service.
I know, right? But like,
I thought Canadian doesn't really like. A lot of people complain about customer service here.
It does, yeah, that's what. Lots of people complain, but that complaint is good. Whereas people back home, they complain, they have to go chase the person to complain. Which was interesting for me. Like, yeah, other than that, it's a really good country.
So, did you want to come to Canada, or your family, like your dad, forced you? Hey, you go to Canada tomorrow.
No. To be honest, like we were planning on like discovering new places. My two options were US or either Canada.
Okay.
But I stuck to Canada more is because I did have a few families, like my past generation, few of our family friends living in other countries, other provinces like Alberta. And Vancouver. So they did, push us towards coming into Canada. So yeah, that's right.
Compared to Canada and the US, definitely Canada.
True, for sure. Definitely. It's more safer.
Yes, safer, and also I think it's more diversity here.
True.
People are more open-minded, right?
True.
Okay, so any other challenge in academic way, in class?
In academic way, like personally for me, since I studied in an international school, I didn't find English a hard thing for me, but I did have friends and colleagues who came from international countries where they studied their mother tongue. They had a few issues with English being a barrier because most professors over here teach in English and they don't like speaking in other languages. So that's one academic barrier I feel like international students face these days, is their mother tongue not being used mostly here in Canada because of the English community.
Okay, except the language-wise, any other challenges you think? The way that maybe the teaching system is different, the teacher is too nice or too tough?
I mean, it depends on your course, but all the teachers that have taught me, all the professors, they're really nice. They help you out with lots of different things. You have any issues like mental health, your student life, how you want to focus on studies, and your other third-party stuff like working and school hours, they're really helpful. They literally teach you everything from A to Z, and they literally put you out to the world, which that's not done in high school or your back home school, which I like it over here.
So the knowledge you learn here compared to back home, do you think they are a little different?
No, like academic wise, they're a bit similar. It's just a bit more advanced. Like, there are some advanced techniques. It's the same basics we use in high school, but it's just more in-depth view. Like they teach you how this equation, or let's say for maths, like you learn a small equation back in high school and they just teach you how this equation is derived, how it's solved, and what it's been used for.
So how about the other side, like the culture? Like you have other courses are not related to math or science. Do you have like politics, those courses? I don't know if you have ever taken.
I mean, thank you for letting me know. Actually, like I am doing computer science and engineering, and I take courses separate to that. So I learn more. The best thing here in Canada and in U of M and ICM that I found out was that you are not just selected to just one path. You're able to discover your path. So you're able to choose courses from other faculties, other programs, which helps you realize, okay, you know what? I think I am better off on this path rather than going on that path. And you're able to make that decision because of choosing these indigenous courses, political science, business courses. Like I'm an engineering and computer science student. I do take business courses and agriculture courses. That helps me,
to understand the world.
Understand how the Canadian system is, the government, and how everything runs here, which is really good for me. Like
I do agree with that. I think Canada provides people a very whole package.
True.
You got everything from everywhere, right?
So that you know something or the other from all sectors. You're not just blank on your path, and then you're just empty on others. But it's better to discover more than less. So you learn more and you have an understanding about other stuff.
Okay. So I know study is can be very pressure. Once you have a lot of pressure, how are you gonna help yourself to release the pressure?
Well, mainly I go out and I have a friend group of mine. They help me out too with my studies. So it's best that your first year friends are really important, because down the university lines, they're the only ones who are there to help you out.
Okay, so the group of friends,
yeah.
What country they're from?
So that's a good question. It's diverse. I have friends from China, I have friends from India, I have friends from Mauritius. So that's what I like about here, is that it's diverse. So you get into a huge group and each person could be good in either one of them, and then everyone together makes one good thing for you.
People are scared of racism. Have you feel that?
No, I haven't. Actually, it's a really good place. Like I said, everyone's involved here. It's one unity. So people over here, they're nice. They don't throw you away from other communities.
Yeah.
Even if you're not involved, like I said, I have friends from China, I have friends from India. Like all of them get together and we make like a really good, community. Like when I go with my Chinese friends, we go out to eat hot pot and stuff like that.
You eat hot pot?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I learned. Like I did. It was amazing. Like it's so good. Like I learned how to use a chopstick. Like I never used a chopstick in my life, and they taught me how to use a chopstick. So like that helped me out. Other than my university stress. Yeah. This helped me out to realize, oh wow, this is how everything is done. This is how cultures are. So it's so interesting for me, and like we make food and together.
Yeah, sorry, I love food, so I need to ask. So I love hot pot. What was your favorite food in hot pot?
I think it's diverse. We got like the beef stew ones, and then I did like the balls. I don't know what you call the meatballs. And then I don't know what you call. It's like the beef tripe.
The tripe. Okay.
I like that one. It's you have a lot of dishes there, so you just have to pick and put it in, which is interesting.
That's the beauty about. I can't just say it's Chinese food. I think maybe in Sri Lanka you also have lots of dishes.
We do, but like it's pre-cooked. Whereas hot pot, you gotta cook it yourself. Right? It's fresh, So it's really interesting to see something like that, and I was like so happy, and it's nice.
So, is there any challenge that you faced and then it's very hard to deal with? Like, do you have homesick?
I did. When I first came here, it was really tough because I was so attached to my family. Like, I did had to, have some issues, calling back home and stuff like that. But slowly, you'll get used to it. That's why I say, like, your first year friends that you meet are really helpful in life. They take you from your first year, the day you come in, till the last year they are there. And I can guarantee you that, because the friends we meet here, they will last long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what we call it? What I call it? Those friends of yours are the family of yours that you choose.
Exactly.
Yeah, you choose.
The family in Canada. Other than back home. Yeah.
Okay. So compared to, I know this question can be a little bit tough. I'm just curious. For me, for example, I'm from China originally. So after living here for over a decade, I do think, I'm not saying China is bad. Okay, I still love this country, this land. I love my friends there, family there. But if you really ask me which country I like better, I would definitely choose Canada. I would love to stay here until I die. I would like to be buried here, not because I'm a traitor or it's just what I think Canada overall, they're, for me personally, okay, for me, not for every Chinese, but for me, I think Canada is better for me. So if you have to choose, I know you only been here for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
What do you think? Do you think in the future you may think Canada is better, or you already see that elements in Canada?
Like you said, like I kind of see my path to Canada, like the elements and the surrounding and what I have gained studying for the past 2 years, I really enjoy. Like I said, I look in something that's very important is discipline, and I believe Canada as a country has that.
Okay.
The place that I'm in, Manitoba, this province, they have that. And back home, I still love it as it is. Like, I love Sri Lanka more. Like, I like the environment and stuff like that. And I also love Dubai too.
How long are you staying in Sri Lanka?
I didn't stay in Sri Lanka, so I just travel for holidays. Like, it's like a summer
where
vacation.
Were you born?
I was born in Dubai.
Oh, you were born in Dubai?
So I was born and brought up in Dubai.
Oh, okay.
And during my summer vacations, I just travel back home. It's like in holiday destinations. That's what I feel.
So for you, home more is Dubai?
Home more is Dubai, yeah.
But you know your heritage is
in Sri Lanka.
Okay, so you went back to...
So it's like a holiday destination for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just go visit my grandparents and stuff like that. Yeah, so then that area and that environment I liked, and I keep it that way. So, but I mainly focus myself probably in Canada because I actually like it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know maybe this question is a little bit too early. Do you think, or do you have some regrets about coming here? Yeah.
To be honest, no, I don't. Like, I mean, like I said, maybe I'm just too early for this decision, but for now, I am feeling that I have been living and understanding my life and my career, my own expenses. I'm learning how to be a grown-up. Okay. And that place in Canada over here has given me this opportunity to learn how to be. Because if I was in back home, I'll probably be... Daddy, I need money. Mom, I need
you're
this.
Always the kid.
Exactly. So you can't live. You can't live with your own expenses. Yeah. And that's one thing I learned living alone. Like you have expenses, you have things to cover, you have studies. So you tend to grow up. You tend to realize, okay, do I really need? Example, if I'm going for this bottle, is this bottle really worth it for me? Do I really need it?
You need it or you want it?
Do I want it? Exactly. So you get to choose wise, you get to make decisions. And that's something that a grown-up does. And I'm being in that path, it really helps me out in Canada over here.
Is your parents happy about you being here?
They are actually happy. Like I forgot to mention my elder brother. He also came through ICM and he has also graduated.
I thought you had a sister or something.
I do have a younger sister. My elder brother. Yeah, he did come through ICM and he's graduated from UFM too, and now he's currently working too. So like,
is he applying for his PR now?
He already has PR. Yeah, so he's currently working in ICM. If you want to know that. Yeah.
What?
He's working with Merdad.
Who is that?
The examine officer for the thing. You might have seen him here and there.
Yeah, it's not in my department, but
it's not in your department.
So he's in academic.
He's with the academics team. Yeah, so he's just doing it as a part-time, but he's looking in for a full-time too. So,
Cool. Okay, so any happy things about, like, if you tell a student in the future, hey, come to Winnipeg, come to Canada, because this. Give me something.
One main thing I would give is first you had to come here to discover it. Okay?
Yes, for sure.
And the other thing is the freeness, the openness that you enjoy here. Like you get to do whatever you want. Okay.
Not whatever. Under the law.
Under your own prescription. But it's an open world, so you get to do whatever you like. You get to discover new stuff. You get to see new places. Yeah. Especially Canada has beautiful sceneries. Yeah. And I'm also planning to go to like another province to see how other provinces look like.
Have you been to the province so far?
I've been to Toronto. Okay. Yeah, I've visited the CN Tower, Niagara Falls. There's such beautiful natural attractions that you can look in Canada. Whereas in Dubai, you just see sand dunes and tall towers.
Beauty, yes.
Concrete jungle, pretty much. Whereas over here, it's greenery and it's natural.
Yeah, I love it. I love this is campus. We're just on the campus with some bush here, some grass. Yeah, I love it.
The smell, the
smell the nature, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So, any advice for future students?
Advice?
You are the old guy now. You've been here for
I've fasted, but advice as in is like, I would say mainly when you come here, just know exactly why you came here for. Like, don't skip the main idea that you came here for. Like, I mainly came here for my studies and my future plans. And if I want to stay, I will stay. But you have to keep that as your number one priority.
Yeah, okay.
Other than other stuff, I know there's joy, there's fun. It's an open country. You're allowed to do everything that you want. You're not restricted with anything. That does not mean you open yourself out to the world.
Yeah.
You
exactly.
gotta have your own, understanding, your own beliefs. The number one rule you came here is for studies, and you give that your priority.
Yes, for sure.
After that, your job, or if you're working, or if you have other stuff, immigrations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stick to what you came here for, and you'll be the most successful person ever.
Yeah.
Studying and working in Canada.
You're actually a lucky guy that you have all those opportunities. You know? I think behind the screen, there's so many audience, maybe they don't even have the chance.
That's true.
So if they have the chance, for me, I give one advice for the future international student or newcomers. If you're not coming here for studying, just come here to immigrate. I think open-minded is very important.
True.
Right?
You got to be diverse. You got to have that willingness to stay and work with other people.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't stick to your community, because I felt that our community, what they do is they don't like to see people grow up. They become jealous, oh, he's there and there's there. But yeah, that's how people are, nowadays. But yeah, you got to stick and open up to other people. And yeah, it's going to be a wonderful journey ahead.
Yes. So do you have any religion?
Yeah, I follow Buddhism. So,
you have Buddhism?
Yeah, so I follow my Buddhism. My grandparents, they do have Christianity as a thing. So like my dad's side is a bit of Christianity, but yeah, we follow both Buddhism and Christianity.
So for Buddhism, for your religion, do you find hard to find a temple here, or?
No, to be honest, I've visited quite a few over here. So like that's what I like about here. Like, there's churches, there's temples, there's mosques.
Yeah.
It's an open area. They have everything here. And they're all nearby too. They're not like so far away or out of town. It's all reachable. Buses are there. And it's a really good community.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't mind, I want to tell audience that Kalina used to be my student, and also he was, because I'm running the student leader program.
Yeah.
He was student leader. Even now, he is still a student leader manager for social committee. So they are hosting events. So how's the event going this month?
Well, yeah, like I said, we just started our fall semester, so we are getting our month of welcome ready. Yeah. So we're inviting new students to come up to parks, not just stay in uni. Discover parks over here, enjoy, have some fun games, food.
Do you remember your first event you joined?
I did. It was so crazy. Like, I was surprised to see that this event, I came in the fall, so my first event was Halloween. Oh, Halloween, okay. Yeah, so...
Was that one in 229?
In 229 engineering, yeah. And I was like so surprised to see there was lots of people there dressed up. Like, you don't see this back home. You don't see people celebrate Halloween.
Because Dubai is a Muslim country. So girls cannot dress like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then like, it's so happy. And then I met my classmates there too. Like, that's how we got together, and that's how I met my closest friends, Smith and G. I met all of them together there, and slowly, well, we all became leaders.
Do you think those party events are important to students?
Yeah, they are really important. Like, you get to meet a lot of people out of your class too, because what I felt like is when you go into class, you look quiet, you look dead, you just look at your book and the professor. You don't know who's next to you. But yeah, these events, they help you a lot. They help you meet other people. They help you meet lots of different diverse people. Like I said, your class is probably just your students who do the same degree as you, like engineering or computer science or mathematics. But when you go to these events, you get to meet people who do business, other faculties and other stuff, and hopefully maybe one day you get friends with them and have a class together,
Exactly. And I do feel you and me, our relationship changed.
True.
You used to be in ICM, kind of like my student, and then now you are in another faculty, and then we're more like friends. Do you have this kind of thing in back home, or do you think this is good in Canada. You can be friends with your
professors. Yeah. No, that's actually true. Like I can't be this close to any of my teachers or professors. But over here, like you get that thing. Like I said, when I first joined, I had a respect for. I still do. Yeah. And like you know, like
I tell them, don't call me sir. Don't call me sir. They always like.
Like when we started, we were like Mr. James. We always respect you, and then slowly, when you build that relationship, that connection. You know, I still owe him a night out.
You still owe me a dinner.
I still owe him a dinner, but like it's really nice. It's really interesting, and I'm happy, and I'm happy to have Mr. James.
You don't need to say good things about me. Don't worry about that.
But
yeah. So like you said, the freedom is very, very important, and then you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, you enjoy it. We enjoy it. Everyone enjoys it, but use it wisely. Don't overuse it.
That's good.
Don't overuse it. Use it wisely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
I am 20.
20.
Yeah.
So when you arrived, you were 18.
18.
Were you adult or were you just...
I was. I became an adult before I came here.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you don't, like, you still can.
Yeah.
But
it's okay to come as a minor. That's
minor
fine.
too, yeah.
So share something if you're comfortable with.
Sure, no worries.
How many first time you tried here in Canada? For example, did you drink anything first time, or did you try the meatball? You tried the first time, or anything your first time memory?
First time, I think
first time seeing snow. I think.
Yeah, that was one of them. I was about to say. First time was snow. The other one was to food. Like my first proper dish in Canada was poutine. The Canadian dish.
Food,
yeah, that was interesting. And then Tim Hortons, it's quite famous here. So they have a vast amount of varieties of teas and coffees. So French vanilla. Recommended the first one.
Okay.
That was something new. But other than that, like I said, the food from different cultures. Hot pots and barbecues. Korean barbecues and Indian food.
Have you had your first fight yet with someone?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I guess I'm just too nice. I'm just too nice.
Tough sometimes.
I need to be tough sometimes. But no, like I said, the people over here, they're nice. They don't come and beat you up or anything like that. No, see, that's the thing. You gotta choose your friends wisely.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have a good community. You gotta have a good environment. Good people.
That's where you got your first job, right? Yeah,
that's true. Like my best friend worked at a location, and I got so close to him, and he recruited me there. So like,
nice.
That's how it works over here. So you gotta have people that you know, people that you have to help you out.
Yeah, exactly. Network is very important.
Network is very important.
I always tell students that academic is important, but outside of the class,
you gotta socialize.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you feel about the working environment in Canada?
Working environment, I think it's pretty good. Like according to what I am doing as a part-timer, I feel like I have a pretty good knowledge about what's happening, how I'm earning, because every province has its own hourly rates and stuff like that. And for our Manitoba province, I think it's pretty good. Maybe they could go better. It
could be better. Always
could be better. Always can be better. Yeah, but other than that, it's good. You are able to cover up at least 70 to 80% of your bills, except for school fees.
Nice. Okay.
But other than that, it should be good.
Okay. Talking about money, do you think Canada is expensive?
Comparatively, a little.
A little. Okay.
Because in Dubai, I find things that are much cheaper than
even
here.
Dubai. I thought Dubai is expensive.
People say it's expensive. I don't think so. Like it's actually pretty average. It's not too cheap. It's not too expensive.
Okay.
Like, you can get stuff that you want much cheaper there than here. I guess here because of taxes, that's the thing. And Dubai, they don't have any. They just have a 5% VAT.
You don't see it.
You don't see it, but it's coming. It's included. Yeah, but other than that, I think expenses could be a little more here. Yeah, but it's for the community. Yes, because you spend more, you earn more.
Yes.
So it's built that way. That's how the economy works.
Yeah. So far at this point, your parents, of course, they support you with your tuition fee part of that.
Yeah.
Overall, your financial situation is handleable?
Yeah, it is. It is actually. Like I said, since I'm working, I can, earn some money for myself and cover up some bills instead of giving my pressure to my parents, for them to send money. And, it's a huge hustle for them since they're covering up like a vast majority of my school fees too.
Okay.
But yeah, like my house expenses, my living expenses, and I recently bought a car too.
Oh, you bought a? I didn't know you bought a car.
Really?
I thought you said you borrowed a car.
No.
You bought a car.
I bought a brand new car. It was last
brand
week.
new? I told you don't buy brand new. Buy a second-hand one.
Second-hand one, I would go for it. Probably my second car would be a second-hand one, but just the first one, like me and my brother, we both are sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're sharing with your brother. Okay.
It's not just me. I'm not having that. It's not like you're a millionaire here while working. Yeah. So it's me and my brother. We both are sharing it. But yeah.
Brand new. You know Smith's story, huh?
I know. I was there with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Drive safely.
I know. Winters are really slippery and scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got the right, equipment, the right set of tires and safety guards, yeah, you should be good.
Yeah. Okay. So give you a chance because this video I posted, and then you can share the link with some of your friends or family. What do you want to say to them? Anything. You can say, Daddy, I miss you, or Mommy, I miss your cook, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, I like that one. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm happy to help you out. My name is Tilina, and I would like to say hi to all my family and friends back home. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is your sister?
She's, I think, 17. Yeah.
17?
Yeah, 17, yeah. She's also almost done, so I guess she's also
What language do you speak?
Our mother tongue is Sinhala. So
Sinhala? Okay, speak Sinhala to them.
What do I say?
I miss you. Like, come to Canada, visit me.
Kohomada and most welcome. And Canada varatata api okkomla asai ogolangwa balanda. And thank you.
Thank you. How does it thank you in your
we say thank you too, I guess. So the thing is, I'm not fluent in my mother tongue.
Yeah.
Bohoma istuti. There you go.
Sorry?
Bohoma istuti.
Bohoma istuti.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the time for Talina. Okay.
Yeah.
And then send this video to your parents, to your family.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you for sharing everything. I think this is a great opportunity for the world to see. This is the first episode.
I know.
And
okay.
You are
I'm number one. One of them.
You're one of my favorite students. So I immediately think of you. Okay. And then thank you again for everything.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye.